What's up, Thunderfielders? Welcome to a lyrical analysis of Aleatori's Thunderfield number 349, Ley Lines. I'll be doing this by playing parts of the song and then breaking down the lyrics verse by verse. So let's get right into it. So right off the bat, we have my favorite verse of the whole song. To make sense of this, it's important to note that Ley Lines is the last Thunderfield before Spooky Town 3 began with Spooky Town 350. And that's why there's this mentioning of fear and these other spooky and cryptic themes that show up later in the song. Now, electrophobia is the fear of chickens, and this is a real thing, you can look it up. So the line, "You're cooking yolk, so let me lay mine," is a play on words, but also it's talking about chickens, which the electrophobes are afraid of. It's genius. I love this line. It's filled with blanks, thank you for nothing, I'll be out of the way, play me out, 'cause I won't play mine, lay lines. Now this is a cool verse. It's got an interesting parallel with filling in the blanks and thank you for nothing. And I like the imagery of someone sort of leaving a stage, getting out of the way as someone else plays them out because they won't play theirs, whatever theirs is. This is a really fun verse, but there isn't much deeper meaning here. Still, I like the symbolism and kind of the brief narrative that it draws. So now we're going to get into what ley lines actually are. Now, ley lines are imaginary lines that connect important archaeological structures or significant landmarks like mountains or hills to each other. Now, some people think that they're ancient walkways, others think that they mark like Earth energies and act as guides for alien spacecrafts. Ley lines are a form of pseudo-archaeology and pseudoscience, and as such, they're attached to multiple different conspiracies. So this verse, referencing a hollow moon and world leaders somehow deceiving us, ties into this theme of conspiracy. And that's not to say that ley lines are directly related to any of these conspiracies, but they could be. Now, these lines don't necessarily reference any particular event, but bodies washing up onto the shore are a common theme in Aleatori's songs. Verkivia and Holy V both have references of bodies washing up, and in Holy V in particular, the body seems to come from the endless sea. The beast in this verse is most likely referring to the monster in the woods, and the endless sea in this verse is referring to the endless sea. Now, the line, "seep in the earth through all the fault lines, all mine," is a bit more complex. It seems to imply some sort of relationship between the ley lines and Spooky Town, and that perhaps these ley lines act as a sort of passageway into Spooky Town. This verse doesn't mean anything, but it sounds cool. Now we end this analysis on my other favorite verse of this song. The first line is a little nod to an escape, but it also sets up this narrative of fleeing from something. I think the next two lines are just brilliant. Throw the lazy to the waves, learn to swim in the high tide. I think to me what these lines mean is that it's not our job to be lazy, that's the job of the waves, to just lazily crash up and down. It's our job to swim as hard as we can, even in the high tide, if we're going to escape. I love the imagery used here, the contrast between the passivity of the waves with how much we struggle against them. It's a wonderfully written verse and one of my favorite Thunderfields of all time. So, hope you enjoyed. Go give Ley Lines another listen, and I will see y'all in the next analysis.